Gladiators were combatants who entertained audiences in the Roman Empire in violent confrontations with other gladiators, wild animals, and condemned criminals. These contests took place in arenas known as amphitheaters, the most famous being the Colosseum in Rome. The tradition of gladiatorial games dates back to the Etruscans, who held funeral games to honor the dead. Gladiatorial combat originated from Etruscan funeral rites in which warriors fought to the death to honor deceased nobles. The Romans adopted and transformed these rituals into public spectacles. Initially, these games were staged at private funerals, but they eventually became state-sponsored events designed to entertain the masses and display the power of the state. Gladiators were typically slaves, prisoners of war, or condemned criminals, though some were volunteers seeking fame and fortune. They were trained in specialized schools called ludi, where they learned the skills necessary for combat. Murmillo were equipped with a helmet with a broad brim, a large rectangular shield, scutum, and a gladius, short sword. They often fought against Thraex or Hoplomachus. Thraex, or Thracian, were wielded a curved sword, sicca, and a small rectangular shield. They wore a helmet with a griffin crest and often fought Murmillos. Retiarius were armed with a trident, a net, and a dagger, wearing minimal armor to remain agile. They usually fought the heavily armored secutors. Secutor were equipped with a smooth helmet with small eye holes, a large shield, and a short sword, designed to counter the Retiarius. Hoplomachus were modeled after Greek hoplites. They carried a spear and a small round shield, fighting often against Murmillos. Bestiarius were specialized in fighting wild animals and were lightly armored with a spear or a whip. Gladiators lived in barracks under strict discipline and harsh conditions. Their training was rigorous, focusing on physical conditioning, combat techniques, and endurance. Despite their low social status, successful gladiators could achieve considerable fame and wealth. They were given specialized diets to enhance their strength and stamina, and their training included various weapons and fighting styles. The games were a major part of Roman culture, attended by all social classes. These events began with elaborate processions and opening ceremonies, including music, parades, and sometimes mock naval battles, naumachii, in flooded arenas. The main events included individual combats, group battles, and fights with wild beasts, venations. Gladiatorial games were immensely popular, seen as a demonstration of Roman martial values, bravery, and the spectacle of death. However, their popularity declined with the rise of Christianity, which condemned the bloodshed. Emperor Honorius officially abolished gladiatorial games in AD 404 after the martyrdom of Saint Telemachus, who protested the violence in the arena. The legacy of the gladiators endures in popular culture through films, literature, and historical studies, symbolizing both the brutality and the complex social dynamics of ancient Rome. Their story is a testament to the Roman Empire's fascination with power, violence, and public spectacle.